I'm stronger than you think.
The Overwatch I joined was about raising the world up.
They can give the people hope again.
Overwatch 2 is a team-based shooter made by Blizzard, and this is not a review.
Yes.
This is when you get a scrub who has no business playing competitive play reviews Overwatch 2. Let's get it. I loved Overwatch 1. I'm not a big competitive player, but the gameplay of Overwatch 1 was really, really unique. Blew everything away. It was nice, it was fast, and it made scrubs like me feel like we would actually play. One of the reasons I've avoided Call of Duty is when your kill death ratio is 0.5, it just feels sad. You get discouraged and you put it down. And that was one of the things that made me like Overwatch. It was just fast, everybody felt good, the characters were alive. Every single person that touched Overwatch just made it look oozed with so much personality. I loved Overwatch 1 up until ranked mode came. And when ranked mode was introduced into Overwatch 1, I actually got into it. I tried to play it, tried to interact with it, but I just saw that every single thing that made me run away from the very high skill ceiling games like Overwatch, like Call of Duty, just made me say no. Ranked was just too sweaty, and losing a game was the most heartbreaking thing ever, and that's what made me drop Overwatch 1. Fast forward now, Blizzard decided to make a sequel. No one asked for it, but they say, hey, yeah, you must take it. Even though Jeff Kaplan has gone, everybody still believed that Blizzard still had the magic to do Overwatch 2. And in this video, I'm going to show you that the magic is still there, but it's been muddled by a little bit of greed. And we're going to see it, we're going to go through it, we're going to check out everything that Overwatch 2 does really well, and we're going to expose the things it doesn't do so well, because there are some things it doesn't do so well. And this is a review, like I said, a review by a scrub. There's going to be some takeaways that pro players might not see, but this is the average bronze player. In fact, I'm going for silver. I'm going to be in silver very soon. I believe in that. I'm sticking with that. So this is a review by a scrub, someone who has no business reviewing Overwatch professionally, and will tell you what makes Overwatch 2 great or doesn't. As usual, the gameplay. Overwatch 2 is just basically more Overwatch, which is already great. So the gameplay is as fluid as ever, zipping in and out, getting into combat, getting out of combat. It is the best thing ever. In Overwatch 1, I immediately played Reaper. I don't know, I just liked him, liked how up close he gets. And in Overwatch 2, they did something different. They changed it to 5v5. I didn't really understand it. I do watch the Overwatch League sometimes. I know the issue with GOATs and all that. But when I saw they were making it 5v5, I really felt bad for people who moved in groups of 6. One person was going to be left out, but I get it. Playing Overwatch 2 in 5v5 made the gameplay feel faster, made it feel quicker. It made the matches go a lot quicker than they usually do, and I love it. I love the way the team comp is now. You either run maybe 2 DPS, 2 tanks, 1 healer. It's just so nice, and I really like what Overwatch 2 did by making it 5v5. Like I said, on the downside, some people might not like it. They might not like the fact that yes, some people have been pulled out of the equation, but still great. Now for the heroes, everybody feels, I think everyone feels faster. I don't know, I think they ramped up the speed a little bit in Overwatch 2, because the way I move around, it feels just a bit faster. I don't know, it might be maybe I haven't played Overwatch in a while and I not just conversed up with how fast it was before, but the gameplay does feel faster. And now on to graphics. I played Overwatch on my PS5. I'm not really much of a PC gamer, even though I play Overwatch sometimes on PC, and it runs as smooth as ever. It runs exceptionally well on the PS5. It looks great. It looks like the color was toned up a bit, or maybe back then my TV just wasn't displaying the full range of the colors, but it looks nice as usual. It's really great, it's really good. Everything about it is still as good as it is, and it still boils to the question of who asked for this. Definitely this was like a monetary incentive. I don't think there is some reason. I did hear some that they needed to update the graphics engine to make adjusting heroes quicker, and that's why they had to go to Overwatch. If updating the engine was the reason why they had to make this change to a brand new game, it still comes to confusion because a lot of heroes still stay busted for a while. I've been playing Overwatch for 2 weeks plus. I think I've put in close to 30 hours, and it just goes to question that why is it that now that the engine has been updated, basically, it's supposed to be a little bit of just slider adjustment. Okay, this hero, you just tone down his DPS, you tone up this hero and all that. So they sold it that changes was going to be a lot quicker. A hero wasn't going to stay busted for an entire season. So it's still the same. You have Sojourn dominating, even though these problems, I didn't really notice them so much because, like I said, I play a lot of casual. I play a lot of, the Bronze League, so you don't get to see the busted nature because a lot of people have been complaining about Sojourn, and in the quick play and the ranked category of bronze and a little bit of silver, I don't really see Sojourn as a problem because hitting those headshots are still not that easy. But I do understand that Overwatch 2 was something that Blizzard came together and felt they needed to do, and Overwatch 2 hasn't still justified its existence, but you can appreciate what the gameplay still does. It's really, really good. Like every aspect of it, it made me miss the game from the moment I fired the first shot. I just said, wow, I really, really miss playing this game. Everything about it, getting that last minute win. There's just something Overwatch does when it gets this thing. And let's move on to the bad. Enough farming around the game. The monetization is really bad. It's really, really bad. Like, it's a running meme now when someone says if a game makes you miss loot boxes, then it has really gone to the dark side. I've experienced Battle Pass, but the Battle Pass of Overwatch 2 feels so unrewarding and so lackluster. I remember Overwatch 1. Yes, you open like 10 loot boxes, you don't even get one skin for your favorite hero. But it was still nice. Yeah, it had a little something. Overwatch 2 throws everything out the way. I don't know if there's a way Blizzard can still look at this monetization system, because it's going to kill the game really fast. It's going to make people not feel like playing the game because people want to know that their time is being invested. I appreciated what loot boxes were. I know loot boxes has their issues. EA has definitely put loot boxes in the bad category forever, but Overwatch 2 dropping loot boxes and moving to this battle pass system is just no bueno. It's not nice. It's very lackluster. And locking a hero at level 45, yes, it was 55 before, but 45 is just way overboard. That is too much, too far for you to grind over just to get one hero. And now let's move into ranked. Ranked, I don't know how to explain ranked because ranked is the reason why I stopped playing Overwatch 1. And now I've tried ranked. First of all, 50 wins to start playing ranked is too much. I believe if you're an Overwatch 1 player, it should be reduced to like 30 wins. I don't know why it's 50. It felt like forever to get the 50 wins, but I didn't mind. I like playing the game and all that. The problem I have with ranked is this. I don't want there to be like a necessarily a role lock, but I think there should be a pool lock. I feel when every ranked match wants to start, I think you're given the option of maybe 2 heroes in the DPS category, 2 heroes in the tank category, 2 heroes in the healer category, so that when a match starts and the team is losing, the other team doesn't just run to pick the direct counter, in the sense that the other team notices that, okay, our main problem is this Roadhog, okay, we're just going to go and pick the direct counter, or our major problem is this Farah, we're just going to pick a direct counter that can destroy her. It just makes this whole going hard to pick counters, and that's some of the things I don't like about the rank. I'm enjoying ranked this time. I feel like I'm going to grind it and try to get to silver, but that's one aspect of it I don't like. Another aspect I don't like is the fact that sometimes when I see a rank match starts and I see 3 people grouped up, I don't even bother. I just know we are not going to win this match. So I saw a streamer had already made a suggestion, and it makes sense. Let there be a different queue for non-grouped up players. You know, we all going random, we don't know each other, we just work based on the mechanics we know, and I think it will make ranked a whole lot better. Now for a multiplayer centric game like Overwatch, that's what basically everybody goes for, it's like Call of Duty. A friend of mine doesn't even bother downloading the campaign mode anymore. He just goes directly for the multiplayer. But you do notice it when these games don't put the campaign. Like I remember can't remember, was the Advanced Warfare, which just bothered to completely shelve the campaign. It's always noticeable. People talk about it, even though people don't get to really play this campaign mode like the multiplayer. But that's what Overwatch 2 sold. It sold the fact that, okay, you're going to get a campaign mode, you're actually going to, and I'm really interested because I really like the characters of Overwatch. I have no idea why Netflix has not picked it up for a series. Maybe Blizzard are not willing to give it to them, but Overwatch 2 is just a game that the characters boost personality, and I can't wait to see them in a campaign setting. You know, you actually have maybe the Omnix War and all that. You have a point in time to flesh everybody out and make it so heroic and all that. And these are the things that make Overwatch incomplete. I get the fact that it's a free-to-play game and all that, and that's the thing. Anytime I hear that free-to-play, it's like a license to, yeah, we're not done, just take it or leave it. Same thing too with a game like Halo. Yeah, we're not done, but it's free-to-play, so come on, you know. It's already on Game Pass, it's free to play, so just take it or leave it. That's the problem I have. I want these games to feel complete out the gate. And by the time the campaign is done and is ready, the hype of Overwatch would have gone. Players would have left, people might not be willing to come back and all that. And so that's why these missing features are things that Blizzard needs to address. Now, my conclusion. I think Overwatch 2 is a really good game. I think it has all the things that made Overwatch 1 great, because it's basically Overwatch 1. So everything about Overwatch 2 feels as good as I remember what it was in Overwatch 1. The fights feel fast, the shooting feels nice, everything about the game just perfect. So the issues I listed, which comes from the monetization, which is egregious, and the missing features, are things that Blizzard can actually rush, correct, and make Overwatch 2 the game it actually promised players it was going to be. Because I really do believe that Blizzard were actually smart to have closed the servers for Overwatch 1. Because with the way Overwatch 2 launched, and with these monetization issues and the missing features, people would just be like, let's go back to Overwatch 1. People would have completely gone back to Overwatch 1. That's what people basically do when they get a battlefield that they don't like. They just like, let's go back to the previous one. There's no need staying with a game that has clearly disappointed us, and we just leave it for what it is. I am glad that I picked up Overwatch. I'm glad that I got to play it again. I see that it's as good as it is. You know, I even like the new modes like push. At first the mode was really I didn't understand it, but you know, getting into it, I even watched some streamers. You know, there are some techniques where when the push is getting close to the end, you leave it so that you don't allow the other team catch up. It's a real fun mode, and all these things are, you know, little tidbits that Blizzard could have implemented, made it a full game. And honestly, they should just charge $60. I really don't. I like to just pay for a game, you understand, and have what you're promising in the game. So I don't need any, you know, hidden fees. That's how I see free-to-play games. I don't mind, you know, giving some money to free-to-play games. God knows I've given a lot of my money to Warframe, but I don't like hidden fees. I don't like somebody putting some paywalls and selling it to me as a free-to-play game. With all these things, I honestly do recommend Overwatch 2. If Overwatch told you what it was going to be, it is what it is, and it's a game that is really worth your time. It has some flaws here and there. It has some things that are not doing it any favors, but Overwatch 2 is what Blizzard said it is. It is a patch for Overwatch 1. So if you liked Overwatch 1, you won't be disappointed. There is nothing left field that is going to push you away in terms of gameplay, and Overwatch 2 delivers on what it is. So if you're on the fence about getting Overwatch 2, it's practically literally free. you have nothing to lose, so go for it. This is my channel, guys. Oh, talk about games, movies and anime. Throw me a like, throw me a subscribe. Good hanging out.
This is our last chance.